On this journey of life, why do we consistently refuse to trust our own intuition and our own guidance about what's best for us? Even though we may meditate and ask for clarity from our spiritual leader, why is it hard to put into action those intuitive moments that are given to us? Why do we struggle trusting what we feel inside to be true? I like to think of this as the same concept of training wheels on a bike. Perhaps you remember into your own childhood, or you know of other children who are learning to ride a bike. And you may have been assisted by training wheels. But what happens when the training wheels come off? Typically, for that young rider, there is someone holding the bike while he or she pedals, trying to maintain balance. And typically, that young rider is maybe scared, sometimes maybe excited, wants to prove that he or she can ride on their own. But why this image resonates so much with me is it's all about that young rider individually finding balance. Because that supportive, loved one holding the bike can't balance for you. There's that moment when those hands are holding the bike and then let go. And maybe all parties are holding their breath, hoping that the rider is able to balance him or herself. But that's the key. The rider has to do it. You can be guided on how to maintain your balance, but the rider has to do it on his or her own. And I think that that's just incredible because it shows us in life we're loved. We have a community around us who support us. But at the end of the day, we have to own what is best for us. We have to own understanding how to find our individual balance. We need to learn how to shift our weight, so to speak, to maintain balance. We have to just do it. This resonates with me. It's usually so hard for me to stand up for myself. But perhaps that's part of this journey, is finding that balance. Maybe it's about learning how to say no thank you a little more, Maybe it's about learning how to stand up for oneself a little more. Maybe it's about trusting that if your intuition is saying to do something, what would happen if you followed through? What would happen if you just continue to focus on what feels good for you? I'd like you to take your left hand and place it over your heart. And I'd like you to take your right hand and place it over your left hand. And just enjoy this moment. This is your time to find balance. You know your spiritual leader is holding you up. You're being given a gentle guidance, though, to say, what would you do? If you had to balance yourself right now, today, what would you do? So take a deep breath in. Let it out. And now smile. And then make today the first day of your renewed focus on balancing yourself. Do what feels great. Be well.